TV. God heard you cry and delivered them.
How are you? So you are like brother and sister. The same trouser, the same shirt. So it's a miracle. Have you gone for a checkup?
Yes, sir.
What did they say to you?
That I'm pregnant.
2 months.
Yes, sir.
2 days. 2 hours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Listen to me. You are carrying a baby boy. You are carrying a baby boy.
Amen.
A baby boy.
Amen.
A very wonderful baby boy. Listen, look here. You will call him Glory. Because he's a man of God. Thank you. So thank you.
Clap for Jesus.
Madam, how are you? So let me say this now. I've said it before. I will say it again. This one I want to congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
So they buying your baby boy thing. Or baby boy. Because how many girls you have now?
5.
Altogether 5.
Yes, sir.
So they wanted the woman is a boy. So get ready for your dedication. Get ready. Get ready. Amen.
Amen.
Get ready. Tell anyone, get ready. I see your one deliver safely. It's a baby boy, very yellow. Yellow like John Cena. Yellow baby. Yellow, safe delivery. But they will tell you that there will be complication. But it's a lie. Please, safe delivery. Yes. Everything very clear. Yellow became John Cena. So you will deliver before Wednesday. You are already blessed. Are you not blessed already? You are already blessed.
My name is Geoffrey Alagba, and these are my children. Wayne Tare Blessing Alagba.
This one.
Yes.
No, come close and be touching them one by one.
This is Wayne Tare Blessing Alagba. This is Wayne Tombara Merciful Alagba. This is Wayne Momedi Favor of God Alagba. This is Ebumobwere Precious Alagba. This is Wayne Yebi Lois Alagba. And this is my darling wife, Mrs. Joy Alagba.
Then who is this? The woman said, the woman is pointing. He said, don't introduce this boy. So tell us, who is the person in the hand of your wife?
This is the new arrival. The boy.
And you are looking like that. The John Cena in the family. Wonderful. And you can't sit down for this testimony. Okay. After 5 guests. After how many guests? 5 guests.
Somebody say after girls hostel. This is what one of my friends called me and said, after guest hostel, here comes.
You are worthy. Hey, come on. Say me. Thou alone art worthy to be praised. 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 Shuku, It's only God that can remove insult from your head. See that? You see the woman crying. If you know the words they have told her, they will shed tears with her. If you be a woman, now let girls in the bomb. This auntie is crying. This testimony is one of the greatest testimonies. Continue.
And so there was a Sunday in this church. Daddy walked up to me and said, "Can I speak to you?" I said, "Yes, sir." I stood up and he said, "Your wife is pregnant." I was amazed because she was not even in town. She was in NYC camp.
You remember that testimony he said?
He said, "Go out and call her." So after service, I called her up. I said, "Honey, prophet said so. He prophesied like this." She said, "I don't know. I missed my period." So I jumped up. I jumped up. But he did not just say, "Your wife is pregnant," but he said specifically that she's carrying a male child. One prophecy after the other. This has increased my faith, I must tell you.
You see weird glass in that place. Have you seen weird glass before? You know. So when I saw you wear different suit today, I said something good has really happened. And you wear glass. You know when man wear glass. So continue.
Praise the Lord. When if I begin to count them from the way you have seen, I think Daddy, permit me to, because of time, permit me to go ahead to some other places.
Yes.
Apart from the ones they've seen.
Yes.
So along the line, and every now and then, I think it was around 7 months, 8 months, thereabout, she started having contractions. Phonies keep coming. So there was a day I was in the office when Daddy called me and said, "This is to happen."
Yes.
Your wife want to give birth prematurely. And if you are not careful, you will lose your faith. So quickly come.
So let me touch it because Edatule was announcing the faith clinic. This prophecy was given to her in the faith clinic, Kabe. That's why you must attend the faith clinic. that faith clinic God is working greatly. It was the faith clinic that God gave her before the time. So continue.
So, talking about faith clinics, the testimony was supposed to start from the fruit service, the fruit of the womb service.
Yes.
That was when you gave us the fruits. People at she came to the house and ate the fruit with me.
And you did what?
And after that, the prayers, it ministered to her. And that was it.
Yes.
That fake contraction stopped. It ceased. And when the time came, the full circle came. Satan wants to also do something.
You know, blessed people don't come when people are come. You know that they come after they have collected all what they want to collect. So the case is that I say, leave the baby, don't force the baby. It will come at the right time. Continue.
So when I called it this way, it works. I keep encouraging her. I said, I know your Hebrew is going to be very easy. It's not going to be any problem. But truly, it was so. She can attest to that. I've been around the delivery room for all these kids. But for this, the doctor said it's going to be in the evening or the following day. It came out within 1 hour. That's 1 hour from when. In fact, she was smiling with the. I started shaking them. My wife was put to bed. My wife. It's a boy. It's a boy. The king has come. Finally, the general has come. Everybody has name.
Hey, God.
I can't contain my.
Who has done this? Who has given him a song?
I said, just cool down first. I say it's a boy.
It's a boy.
Hallelujah. And here he is. I have no powers to call the names. That is here.
Thank you, Father. Church, please, for this testimony, let's rise up. Pray. Mother, the person they kidnapped for you is an elderly man. Is an elderly man. An elder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is crisis in the place.
Yes.
Before the kidnapping.
Yes, sir.
Is one side.
Yes, sir.
On the crisis.
Yes, sir.
And the other go the other side.
Yes, sir.
They will release this man before this weekend. Because now is even urinating or body in the camp.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is urinating or body.
Yes, sir.
Peace or body.
Yes, sir.
They will bring him with speedboat in the night and drop him.
Yes.
From Bayelsa State.
Okay, tell us the problem that brought you, that you were called out for.
We wrote an end that the man will be out, and she believed it. And when I buy anything on the Bible, we don't believe we pastor man doesn't run about, we don't believe we. She called her husband and told her husband that this is what my prophet told me, and I believe it. So I want you, my husband, to also believe. He now told her that I've heard you. On Friday, Thursday against Friday, I dreamt. That I had in the dream. I saw my father's father, my husband's father, that he was released. And she was so happy. And when she woke up from the grave, it was on her bed. So she rushed out and also called her sister that worshipped here with her. That I had a dream, or that I dreamt that my husband's father was released.
Time was when I got on my like your body needs your ten like my body is tired. One the palm and I can live back on it. Your ten about it was swallowed all that.
So that morning, about 9 o'clock, I called on my husband to tell him that look at the dream I dreamt this past night though. And he told me that they just called him that right now the man is at Swallow Waterside.
Call the name very well.
Jesus!
Who has released the man from the kingdom? What can we say to Jesus for this?
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Madam, we are so happy with you that God released your father-in-law. And we pray that such thing will not happen again around you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And your testimony remain permanent in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Put your hands together for Jesus. Who came with you? There is something that miss.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
I said there is something that miss.
Yes, sir.
A car.
Yes, sir.
You could not do. You say this one is more than that.
You are right, sir.
The place. But they park it in the back.
Amen.
You will see the car.
Amen.
You know you did not pay the car money finish at the first time. It took some time before you. I see your face.
I prophesy. I see your face. I prophesy. I see your eyeball. I prophesy. I see the suit you wear. I prophesy. Even the sound you match. A man will say, come to the arena of grace. It will prophesy to your brother in US. Yes. The one in Germany. The one in Italy. Even the one in South Africa. He prophesied to them. Papa prophesy.
Come on, Professor.
Prophesy, Papa.
Are you clapping at all? You are not seeing the young man here. Where did you park the car? You came with the car.
No, sir.
You left the car too.
Yes, sir.
You would have come with the car. Okay. Tell us your name and where you are from.
Okay. My name is Nonso Victor. I'm from Anambra State, but I reside in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State.
So tell us what brought you first to this place?
Okay. On the 19th of January last month, I will call it a Black Friday because so many things happened that particular day. While I was coming back to my house from Azikororo, some group of armed guys, about totally six in number.
6 armed robbers.
Armed robbers.
In numbers.
Yes, they overtook my car, stopped me immediately, and initially I thought it was maybe policemen, or because the way they stopped, I thought maybe it was police vehicle.
You thought it was police people.
So I stopped. Nearly 6 of them actually jumped out from the car, pointed guns at me. It was like a horror movie, things you see in movies. So initially, when they pointed gun at me and said, your phones, I thought, okay, probably they wanted my phones. They took my phones first. And when I gave them my phones with me at the back, all pinned with guns.
2 of them.
2 of them.
They sat between the back.
At the back.
And they put gun.
Guns on my tummy.
They pinned gun to your tummy.
Exactly. So I had no option than to obey. I would say if we were asked to have a wrestling bout with any of them, because they are actually small boys, I could actually be even all of them joined together. But because of the gun, and they say power lies in the barrel of gun, so I couldn't fight. I just obeyed everything they said. On getting to the flyover, procedure which I didn't really understood. So there they were making calls, I overheard one of them saying that this man's boat is not good, this one and that one. So I thought it was actually a kidnap. So they took me around Yanagwa, but I wasn't seeing where we were going because they actually made sure that I never looked up and all that to even see any of their faces. So they took me, they made sure they confused me with where they were going. They drove around Yanagwa. And the unfortunate thing there was that both my vehicle particulars, the original vehicle documents were in my car at that moment.
The original paper of your car
was in my car.
In the car.
Yes,
at that time.
Yes, because I was supposed to renew it. It expired that January, so I took it along me. So even at that time, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was actually thinking about my safety, my life, and all that. So finally, when they took my phones, they asked me about my PIN numbers and all that, which I gave them. One of them suddenly said, "If you know be this guy, what would they find you? If you know be this guy, but he will pay himself." So down there, I started praying. I said, God, I wasn't even thinking about the car at that moment. I said, God, if you could actually save my life, I don't even want to cross water for any reason or anything. So they now took me around, and finally that evening, they dropped me around LNG, Bahrain area, at about 10, 11 that night. So
they took him to Bahrain LNG, 12 midnight, 11.
Yes.
11, and they dropped him. You know that place.
Yes.
You will not know where you are, but you are inside the place.
Exactly. I didn't even know where I was at that moment. I thought I was behaving like a mad person. I was waving that down. Nobody was able to, flag down and all that. But as God may have it, I later met one Keke guy, a good Samaritan that took me down to Yanagwa that night, even gave me transport to go back to the house. Then in Tombia Junction, I met some armed policemen. I explained everything that happened to me and all that. They asked me, what's your vehicle? To the extent that I couldn't even remember my plate number.
They all fled from the head.
Yes. So eventually I went back. They took me to where the incident happened. They had already gone with my car and all that. So I ended up, and so even my main key, the keys to both my house, the key to the other vehicle that I have, are even in that same vehicle. So I lost almost everything that particular night. So I eventually got to the place the incident happened. They saw that the car had already left. So I went to the police that they made entries and all that. So in the quest of getting that particular plate number that was stolen, I had to call my brother that is well acquainted with my car. Okay, he now told me that he didn't have the vehicle plate numbers, but I shouldn't worry, that I should follow him to church here. And on the 24th, this happened on the 19th, on the 21st of that particular month, I came here.
It happened on the 19th.
And
he brought you here 24th.
On the 21st. 21st, yes. So while the satellite service was going on, I was called, and initially I wouldn't lie, I have this doubting spirit to a greater extent. Because even when the man of God actually called me, he said something was missing. If he didn't tell me some specific things about the car, maybe I would have doubted. Like he told me, even the way I paid for the vehicle, that I didn't pay for the vehicle once. That was when I said to myself that it was all true. There I need belief and trust with the words that I heard that particular day. He said that something was missing. I said yes. He said my car. I said yes. He said before Sunday of that particular week that I will come to testify. And I said amen. And when he told me to go and roll on the phone, when I was rolling, he said I went back and he said if I knew what God did, that I won't stop rolling. I went back again and started rolling, because then it reflected that it wasn't just a theft, it wasn't just a car robbery. It was far beyond that. It was both a kidnap, because at some point God actually put confusion in their midst for them to have released me. So I started rolling. At the end of the day, I went back to the house having this unusual belief and trust. Even when my friends asked me about the vehicle, I always tell them that I've already seen the vehicle. And they asked me, where is the vehicle? I said it will come before Sunday. I said it.
Amen. Somebody shout a big hallelujah.
The first day went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I never even had doubts. Even on the Saturday, I said, I know before Sunday that I will see or receive a call. At about, in the morning on that Saturday, I had several phone calls. I went to train. I normally train on Saturday morning. Then when I came back, I started calling back the numbers. And the particular number I saw, that wasn't even, I never wanted to call back the number. When I called, it was a man that I've known for a very long while that helped me organize cars if I want to get a car. He now said some group of guys came to meet him that particular Saturday, that they said that my car that I complained that was missing, that he had an accident in Warri, and the driver of the vehicle actually died on the spot.
And you are not shouting.
You know, having this belief that a vehicle that had an accident and killed someone, it means what I'm going to get is actually a debris, a scrap and all that. So that actually discouraged me from even testifying on Sunday. I didn't even bother going to that particular place. On Monday, last week, this past Monday, I went and reported to the police that I laid the complaint to, gave them some money together with one of my friends. So they went to Warri where it was reportedly found. Even before then, I actually met the prophet here again and said, and told him what the progress that we've already made. And he said I shouldn't bother, that even if I get the car, no matter how bad it was, that in fact the expression on his face actually told me a different thing, that the car was intact and all that. So when they finally got there, I didn't bother calling them to know the progress they've made and all that. So finally, at about 6 p.m. on Tuesday evening, one of the policemen that went for the recovery called me on phone. I was like, I've not asked them how they've gone and all that. I said that because already I've given you guys both the towing van money, the money that will tow the vehicle down to Yenagoa and all that. There wasn't any point again. Now I said that I should listen. He just horned my car. I said, what? I don't understand. He played the horn again. I said, he said he's the one driving the car. I said, I thought that they said the car was damaged. He said that he was driving my car, that my car is totally intact, that nothing is wrong with my car. And finally, when they got to Yenagoa, I went to Adikoro police station, confirmed, even as a matter of fact, the armed robbers actually even fueled my car. They filled my car to the grid, so I didn't even have to even pay. You know, fuel is actually very expensive. They filled my tank. I never bought a ₦1 fuel till they came down to Yenagoa here. I went to the station and saw my car intact. The vehicle particulars, everything that was inside was still there. My original car keys and all that, everything was still very, very much intact.
Amen. Then two, don't look for a job again.
Okay, sir.
You will have a job.
Amen.
A good job.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Amen.
A job that will make you to wear clothes.
Amen. That's your self-dream. I dream and see my daughter wear suit. I said, this job when my daughter they do, you not good for that. Father, thank you. Thank you.
A good job.
Father, thank you.
Thank you.
Father, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a long time that I pray for my daughter to have a good job.
A good job.
Father, thank you.
Excited, just as if I have sugar in my heart. Gloria. I'm from Delta State, Riverly South to be precise. On the 6th of August this year, Daddy gave me a prophecy. I was sitting right there. He said, my daughter will congratulate you because God has given you a job, that you shouldn't bother looking for a job. I claimed it, but
You remember?
but the testimony was a bit funny, but then I was still working. I think on the 22nd of that same month, I had a problem in my place of work. Some things got missing, and they dropped me and some other of my staffs with 2 months of my salary. My boss seized it, made me totally stranded. So I cried to Daddy. Daddy said I shouldn't go and I should let go of that job, that God has already promised to put a smile on my face.
Wait.
Just,
After the prophecy,
yes.
she was still working.
Yes.
And you already have a job. Tell anybody, say neighbor.
Anything it says, even if it will take time, it must surely come to pass.
Who is your father in the Lord? Who is your father in the Lord? Sure.
It wasn't easy, let me be sincere, but I knew God would do something. So I was there till upper week Thursday. I was just in the house. I was very confused. So I got a call on my phone. Somebody that I knew long time ago. The person called me, said, "Is this Gloria?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Can you walk?" I said, "Yes, I can walk. Why not? I have a result." He said, "Your certificate is in the house." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Okay, no problem. So, what kind of salary would you be expecting?"
I decree upon you. God will arise and favor you.
See now, they say what kind of sack? You didn't hear that, please. Continue.
I was confused. I didn't even know what to do. Like 5 minutes, I just freeze. The man said, "Hello, are you still there?" I said, "Sir, I'm here." He said, "I'm asking you something because as I'm speaking to you now, you're already on interview. That the phone is on loudspeaker. So just speak your mind." I said, "Sir, the only thing I can say is that I know that it's a company that you own a company and there's a fixed amount of salary that you only pay your spouse. Salary that you think is good for me. I will also collect that." He said, "Okay, no problem. I will get back to you." So I stayed that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I didn't hear from you. On Monday morning, that was last week Monday, that when I said I was in the house, he said I should just rush to his office. His office is in Mansha. So I got there. He said the company he works for is Heroes Mega Nigeria Limited. They are into production. They are the one that produce this supreme noodles. People that sells in the market, they will know the product and some other fine products that is going to employ me to work as a supervisor. And that is the funniest part of this whole thing is that the salary I was receiving there, that man stole away from me. I got it times 3. Times 3 of it.
And Professor, anywhere they look you down, God will exalt you. God will exalt you to a better place in the name of Jesus Christ.
I was too excited that even when I got home, I didn't know what to do. I just felt like crying. When I told my mother she didn't know what to do because she was very confused before. She said, "Well, where are we going to start from? We don't know anybody." I don't know anybody. In fact, when I say I don't know anybody, I don't know anybody. My mother don't know anybody. But she just kept on believing in the God I was serving, that surely he will do something. So I'm really, very, very excited that I come back to receive all the glory and honor to God Almighty. For in Jesus' name, praise thy Lord!
Okay, I'm with you. There was a time for this arrest this time.
Yes, sir.
They put him in prison for some time. Are you getting me? They don't want him to become somebody in life. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
He has tried to stand before, but he fell down. He fell from business.
Exactly.
And from the big business came down. He's even owing money. So it's not that as we keep it. It's true. There is issue of a child.
Exactly.
Prophesy, Papa. You are prophesying.
He's saying he's not the owner. The issue is on ground. So let him go and take the child. It's his child. And his life will be better.
So one of God prophesied to me that I say no my pikin, so I should return where I find the pikin. Then the pikin know me that I'm a father to her. And anything I will do, you favor me.
So man of God will come meet you.
You meet me here when I sit down.
Come prophesy, you say good thing.
But man of God prophesied to me that there's one baby when I refuse that not my pikin. So as you go and look for the pikin, when the pikin know me say you be father, everyone will favor me. So that time I look find a way to get the pikin away because it already carry the pikin on that man. So before this new year, when I go village, the girl call me through that the thing dey worry am that the pikin when he go from one and see one no get the pikin so the thing dey worry am so we better go take my pikin. So from there I go happy and the pikin dey bring am to me now they don carry the pikin come give me now so I'm the father of that pikin.
So since you are saying the pikin, how things
walk up to us and gave us a word of prophecy that I will give birth to a baby boy. And I was not pregnant. I was like, so I key to the prophecy. Few months later, I took him. So I was thinking, because my husband, their family, their boys, they always give birth to only girls.
the boys of the family.
Yes, they always give birth to girls children. They
what about the girls?
The girls they gave birth to boys. So I was like, how is my own going to be exceptional? I said I keep to the word of the man of God.
Look here, it doesn't matter the pattern in your family. God can obstruct it.
So, as at last month, the man of God walked up to me. He said, go and do your scan. I said, you are carrying a baby boy.
You know, I walked to her. You remember? Last month I walked to her. I said, go and do scan. There is a boy I'm saved. She said, amen. So continue.
I said, amen. To my greatest surprise, people of God, I went to scan yesterday, and lo and behold, it was a baby boy.
About boy or girl, you know the scan, raise your hand now. We don't have any doctor or nurse. Okay, now give that to the boy once and the boy scan, they told you before. Nobody. So you know the sign of boy. Huh? Yes. Doctors, if you know they have some protocol name they will give you.
My names are Hope United Dick. The man standing beside me is my lovely husband.
And the baby.
And the baby here is my lovely son.
The husband is lovely. The baby is lovely. The neighbor is lovely. So we are continuing.
I'm here to testify to the glory of God and to confirm the prophecy of the man of God. Last year, I was sitting right there when the man of God called me and my husband, and he prophesied to us that we are going to have a baby boy. Although I was not pregnant yet, and he said we should name the child David. So we said amen. So after some months, I took him. So as at 7 months time, I went for a scan, confirming the prophecy to be true, that is a baby boy.
9 months.
And 9 months time, I gave birth to a bouncy baby boy, confirming the prophecy of the great prophet.
Look at the color. Does it look like the video? It look like home. You know, there was a time I opened my leg here. The leg, does it look like the face? The leg is a big color, but the face. Two corona color. So you look at the baby from heaven. You look at the man. You are smiling with it. Why would a woman wear a camera to you? Hallelujah.
I want to use this medium to tell all of you to appreciate this God for this great man of God, Prophet Glory, or clap for Jesus for his life, for the great work, the miracle that God has been using to do. He is a brother, he is a father indeed. He has been there for me from the day 1 to the 9 months. He always told me, my daughter, don't worry, you will give birth successfully. Anyhow they gather against you, they can never get you. And here is the baby. Why don't you stand up and help me appreciate this God for a great man?
Somebody shout! Put your hands together for Jesus. Beautifully. Thank you. So let me say this. I want to give prophecy. Because I'm saying your wife heart is the time for a shine now.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, yeah, let's say, did you think of being so? Again for the woman. You think of being so?
Because I know so.
Give it to her. You know so, you think so.
I know so.
Amen. Get ready. I'm seeing you carrying a baby girl.
Amen.
Because it's what you want.
You don't want them.
If I don't want them, I don't want them.
At the end of the family, so I told her.
Amen. Amen. Tell us your name and where you are from.
Praise the Lord. My name is Frank Delphi. First, I want to say I am privileged to be a son to our spiritual father. I'm proud to have you, Daddy, as my spiritual father.
And you're looking like that.
I have the belief that in no distance time, you are not going to give sticker to invite somebody, but people will come to you, this ministry, because of you.
It's not because of you.
You will not understand, but let me just be brief because I'm not a talker in terms of testimony. I'm from Soma, and since I came to this ministry, my life has changed positively.
Give God a hand very well.
Hallelujah. Everything or anything that he tells us, take it very serious. There was a period he was telling us that if you got into the age of 35 and you are not married, that means something is wrong with you. And I keyed to that word and I said, I am going to break protocol. By the grace of God, I am married.
And you are not married.
Hallelujah. Not just that, but I've also joined those persons that will be buying Pampers for their children. Hallelujah. You understand very soon. Daddy prophesied to me and my wife that we were going to give birth to a baby girl.
You remember the prophecy?
And you know, as I've done, I was like, I did a man and not a female. But what the prophecy Daddy gave to us came to pass, and my wife gave birth to a bouncing baby girl.
Please clap for this God very well. Clap for this Holy Spirit very well. Please, every stand